Hi, this is Robert at XI Computer. Today we're going to take a look at our XI MTower 2P64X Xeon-based implementing the EVGA SR-2 classified motherboard. That's a super record tool, and the motherboard from EVGA allows us to overclock the standard Xeon CPUs. Let's take a look at how we did it. As you can see, we choose the Intel Xeon E5620. This has the lowest quad-core 2.4 GHz CPU. E stands for low power consumption. And we were able to overclock them as a commercial product at 3.2 GHz, so close to the top speed of the X5680. Those CPUs have 4 cores, and with hyper-thread 8 threads, as we can see here. And so we can see we have 16 threads, and we equipped the unit with 24 GB of DDR3 1333 error correcting code RAM. On the video side, this motherboard from EVGA has 7 PCI 16 mechanical slot, so allows to adopt up to 4 PCI 16X at full speed video cards, and we have 3 at this time. There are 3 for 480 GTX GeForce Fermi technology 1.5 gig of RAM. And as you can see in this little 3D Mark demo, we have the temperature of those video cards running here, and they're running, today's a hot day, but they're running way below the maximum temperature allowed. Well, in a minute we're going to open the case and take a look at the technical details inside. Okay, the case is open, and we can take a look at some of the features of it. The case of choice is the Lian Li PC-P80. Lian Li is one of the best metal fabricators around, and they did an excellent job with this case. The motherboard is oversized, and this is one of the few cases that supports that motherboard. In addition to that, there's some other technological choice that makes this case pretty interesting. Starting with the front panel, everything is metal, besides the logos and the filter inside, and it's a lockable panel. We have on top a little door. If we open this door, there is an eSATA, a FireWire, and a USB port, plus audio in and out jacks. The panel is a lockable panel and can be hinged both sides, so it can be hinged from the right or from the left in case there are some requirements. Opening it, the choices of the fan placed on the panel allows to have an unobstructed row of 12 5.25 bays, and all of them can be populated by hard drives or other peripherals. We have a Blu-ray DVD burner here on the top, and the fan are 3 14-centimeter fan, and they are controlled by this little hub on the speed. There's a little fancy thing. If we turn down the speed of the fan, the LED light intensity decreases. We have rubber seals. We would prefer to have seen them in black, but in any case, so they allowed the dust not to come in. And there's an easy replaceable and cleanable filter here. This can be easily washed and put back in work. Now we're going to take a look on the side how we did on the CPU and video card. Okay, from this side we can see to begin an extra 14-centimeter fan exhausting hot air from the top grid, a power supply that is at 1250 watt from Cooler Master, and that is required for this powerful configuration. This power supply has extra connectors for the motherboard and the video cards, and these connectors allow to give extra power to different sections of the motherboard. In particular for some for the PCI bus and some for the chipsets. 2 more connectors here for the chipset. In conjunction with the Elite EVGA utility, this allows an ample latitude of voltage settings for each of the sections of the motherboard, and customizing and fine-tuning the overclocking capability of the board. You can see here on this, we have the overclocking for the QPI, the PCIe of each of the board, and all the cores can be overclocked separately, and then you know, there's some features like turbo mode and so forth, and the voltages can really be fine-tuned for different sections. The RAM here is 24 gig of DDR3 1333 and the error correcting code. The motherboard supports both error correcting code and non-error correcting code. It can be populated for 48 and 96 gigabyte of total RAM when the 4 gig module will be eventually available. There are cooling fins, heatsinks for the chipset here, and we have two customs 12 centimeter fan air cooling from the two CPU, and we find them quite efficient and required for overclocking. We have 3 VGA card from EVGA, the GTX 480, the new Fermi technology, latest and greatest, with 1.5 gigabyte of DDR5 for a total of 4.5 gig in triple SLI mode. The motherboard has 7 16x mechanical PCIe expansion slots, and this allows for a triple SLI, even quadruple SLI configuration, or for installing the NVIDIA Tesla 2050 or 2070 co-processors. So it's good both from high-end video presentation and as a personal supercomputer. The motherboard itself also has new features on the USB port, has 2 USB 3.0 and 3.0 standard and 10 of the 2.0 traditional ones, as well as SATA 6 interface. We have 2 of those, and we connected to Velociraptor Western Digital SATA 6 gig 600 gigabyte each for a total net space in RAID 0 1.2 terabyte. Those are fast and very efficient hard drives at 10,000 RPM. This is about it for this configuration. For more information, you guys can visit us at xicomputer.com. Thank you very much.